Yo, Alex, Ash, good to see you guys. Weston the best. Check out this bike. Do you have my charger? Huh? Check this bike out, guys. Hey, Kurt, what's going on? SEMA, the Dutchman, Chicagoland. Hey, Chain Weaver, good to see you. Dana Judd, Gator, Navy Set. Right on, guys. So I'm here. Hey, Lori, hi. Dan Bach, what up with you guys? So let me just put this bike out behind me, somewhere in the building behind me station. So I'm thinking maybe this is a cop's bike, but I doubt it. No cop's gonna park his bike here, but check this out. This is pretty sweet. He's got money into this thing. Then he's got the stenciling here, not stenciling, the artwork of this chick. And he's got all this, he's got these things going here and pretty, he's got it tricked out. Blessed is the blessed, Sturgis. Right on. That's a thumbnail, eh? All right, guys, let's hit it. Glad you're joining me here. I was up north. How many we got in here? 67, 18 thumbs up and 67. Please bounce out, hit that thumbs up. It just helps with the algorithm. Otherwise, YouTube screws me. You know the drill. If you're a new subscriber or you're just here for the first time, not even a subscriber, I hope you enjoy the content. And if you decide to subscribe, I thank you in advance. So we are in Duluth, Minnesota, and I am at the police station. There's a couple cop shops here, and that's where we're headed, guys. All right, so that's where we're headed. Hey, Ronnie, good to see you. Thanks, Ash, Kurt, Jim, good to see you. Paul Sherman, Wayne Bundles, right on. All right, guys. I'm focused on the mission now, so I may not see every comment. Here it is, right here. It's the West Duluth Police Station, right here, guys. And here's the fire station. I don't know what number it is. These look like old trucks. This looks like old equipment, guys. But I got to get on the mission here because I don't have my charger. I do, but it's not fully charged, and I'm half on this. So we're gonna do our due diligence. We got a cop right there, and here's the West Police Station, and this is how we're rolling. So police parking only in here. So you can only park your police cars in here. That's what it is. And then, what do they have here? This is the do not enter. It says do not enter this way, because if you enter this way, you know, you'd make a boo-boo and then you'd hit these people coming head on out. But that's for cars. That's oh, and they got that one there. There's the camera right there, guys. And then they got one here. And then we got them up there. All right, guys, we're back. So we're gonna walk around here and see what the good is. So you can park here. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Got a big plane there. This thing is all fucked up. Hang on. All right, guys. I don't know what's happening here, but this seems all messed up. Can you see the video? And you hear me? Okay, thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. Good now. Garbage. Yeah, I hear you, Las Vegas. It was. News now. Ninja, good to see you, man. David, hi to you. Dana, all right, let's go. All right. Okay, so I don't know what, here's the city center. So this is all the development for this whole community right here. So let's get into the cop shop and get this shit going. Right? Got a truck going up here, falls over. Oh yeah, I just ate birria here off a taco cart, and I gotta say, thin, really thin tacos, and an unusual different taste. I'm not saying it was bad, but it just was not to my liking. You know, and they're pricey too. They're fucking pricey. They were 3 tacos with tax. It was 13 and change. So in Cali, you're paying like 10. All right, let's hit it. What a bunch of shit. What a bunch of shit. Get this, guys. So they're closed for fucking construction. So let's go back in here and see what havoc is created. Sorry about that. No control. Why the fuck are cops due to new construction? I don't see no new construction in those windows. There was no new construction going on there. What a bunch of shit. Hey guys. All right, let's go talk to these guys. Let's talk to these guys. Get the history on why these trucks look old. What kind of funding they get. How's that sound? Make something out of nothing, right, guys? I learned that phrase. How you doing, buddy?
Good, how are
hey,
you?
good. Hey, is there somebody that I could talk to? I got some questions about like how old your fire trucks are, and like, I mean, they seem old to me, so
Yeah.
It's like I wanted to get kind of deeper into it, like what kind of funding you get, and if there's like problems and stuff. This is what I do.
Oh, okay.
Right, so is there a guy here, a
yeah,
senior
I'll
guy?
talk to my boss. He's
Your
good.
boss?
Yeah,
Right.
well, give me 1 second.
Right on. All right. So, check tires with my app. Yeah. Right. Good one. Mazanga, good to see you, man. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
So I travel around. I don't know if you explain what I'm doing. I travel around the country, and I come to different fire departments, and some I'm just randomly driving by, and I see, it seems to me they're old. And so what I do is I make videos about what's going on with different fire departments. Some have better funding than others.
Okay.
Other guy, if there's like situations that you're waiting for it and something didn't happen. So these are somewhat dated.
This is dated. This is the reserve rig that we have.
It's a reserve rig.
Our rig is in the shop.
Okay, so how old's this one?
I have to look on the panel. We just got it yesterday from Fleet.
From the 80s?
2001.
Oh, well, 2001.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, you said something as you were passing. We just got it from where? Where did you say?
From Fleet. They had it, well, it was at headquarters.
Okay.
Fleet fixes our rigs. They have our current one.
Gotcha. So you have, this is a backup, so you just have one big one?
This one here is typically a ladder company. This is an engine company. So this is what we're using until ours gets out of the shop.
Okay, okay. And when do they, what do you guys, revamp them or do you sell them?
Well, they usually, 10 years is frontline life.
Right.
20 years, so another 10 as a reserve. So this is kind of reaching the end of its reserve because this one's 21 years old. And then they usually sell them.
And how do they get rid of them?
Auction, typically, I think.
Typically?
I know an old ladder we have is on a volunteer department in Esco, Minnesota, which is about 20 minutes away.
So, interesting. I was out in Vegas, and there's a guy, he's an ex-firefighter, and he started a business, as the story goes.
Okay.
You know, I don't have the paperwork on it, but this is my understanding because I went there. And what he does is I don't know if he's getting them at the auctions because he's connected. He's dialed in already.
You might know people.
And so what he does though is he gets these like probably cheap as shit, and then he redoes them and they look, you know, like 10s, and he sells them back to departments.
Smart.
Yeah.
So this rig sitting here used to be sitting next to it. That's an old 8 engine.
That's an 8, huh?
That was repurposed, now it's 10 engine, and they moved it from this station.
Right on, right on. All right, well, so I appreciate you telling me that. So then also let me just delve into you guys. How many, you're the captain, you're Captain Thompson. I appreciate you talking to me. My name's Phil.
Phil, how's it going?
Good, buddy. So how many are on the shift typically? What's the shift?
4 firefighters. We got a captain, a driver, and 2 firefighters in the back. We work 24-hour shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 a.m.
24s, huh?
Yep.
And how many, 3 24? I mean, what do you have?
Our tours are 4 24s with days in between them, so it's about 10 days a month, 10 24-hour shifts a month that we work here.
Okay, and then you guys all have a pool for the money, for the meals?
Yep, we throw in, we were debating that earlier, so everybody throws money in for feeding, eating for the day.
And so that's like at a one-time deal, you guys come up, and then how do you determine everybody, how much, does it vary? What you throw down?
Nah, we do $8 a day, but
8 a day?
It's not really cutting it lately, so we were just talking the other day, we're gonna probably have to up it to 10.
Based on your size, you should up it to about 150.
That was also brought up.
It was, huh?
It was.
See, well, so I'm not saying anything bad.
Oh, I hear you.
I used to be as tall as you, so give me a break. All right, well, that's pretty good to know, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And you look fairly young, in your 30s?
41.
Okay, and you've been with the department how long?
15 years.
15, and you became a captain how many after?
4 years ago.
Right on, congratulations.
11 years.
So, and they jack your pay as a captain?
I don't know about jack, but it's a slight increase, yes.
Slight increase, huh? It's not as it should be in your opinion. Well, I can't hold you to that. You're in uniform. If we were talking off the record, it'd be better, right? It's all good, man. All right, so
the ladder truck we normally have here is 9 years old, 8 years old, 8 or 9 years old.
Right on, right on.
Like I said, it's in the shop now. It had a plethora of issues.
Okay. Well, you've been very respectful and cordial and professional, and I appreciate it because I've come across other firefighters that don't have your demeanor, and they try to turn this in because, you know, let's face it, you know, I mean, it's not a camera in your face, but you're a public servant, and you're handling it well the way you should. Right? You may not like it.
For you.
There you go. Get your ass back to work.
Thank you, man.
Hey, nice talking to you.
Likewise.
Take care. All right. I told him to get his ass back to work. Well, listen, I had to make something out of nothing. He handled it good. He was respectful and a good representation. Sorry, guys, that the cop shop was closed, but you know, I was up at the Canadian border for a couple of days, and I got static on that. I didn't go live. It was a trip up at Canadian border. Can't get in there. Well, I could, but you gotta have a COVID shot and a vaccine paper, and I say fuck that, right? I got freedom. I'm not, everybody can choose what they want, but fuck that for me. Yeah, let me hang tight and sign. You guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Hey, that's good. We got 86 people, 90 people. Right on. Shark. Thank you for coming in. Handicap News, Robert, Christoph, Mazanga. Always good. He was, Lori. Shelly G. Thank you. Yeah, he appreciate you being here, Shelly. Good comment. Right. Everybody's doing what they're doing. Kara Hart. Ock fans, good to see you. Kara Hart, yeah. Dana, CP AKA, he was a nice gentleman. Yeah. Well, let's face it, guys. You know, it's funny when I told him getting into the money situation for the food, and I brought up, you know, $8, because I dial in. I'm very anal. At some point, if he's not going to tell me the number, I'll ask for it. And that's where, you know, I made the comment, because he was a big dude. Everybody's big in my eyes. Fuck. You know, a butterfly's big to me. But when I commented to him that they should up it to whatever it was, 100 or 150, he laughed, because they had just said that today. They were commenting on that. So I brought up something that resonated with him, and he was cool. That dude was cool. Captain was cool. All right. Well, anyways, guys. Thin Blue Line. You're from Minnesota too. Yeah, Minnesota's, okay, so I stopped in a place, what was the name? Small town. I went into this place, it's called B&D's Deli. So I go in there, I get gas, and I go in there, and I walk in, and when I looked at the pump, it was like $31 and change. So when I walk in there, there's a chick there with a nice big neck tattoo. And the words were like in, the writing, not the words, were in like an old Scandinavian stencil type, so I couldn't really read what was on there, but it looked pretty sick. Anyways, she says, hello. I said, hello, can I please get the receipt for the gas? Because this gas place, you put in a credit card, you pump, and you push, do you want receipt? It says yes, and then it says your receipt is inside, right? So that's different. You know, I need the exercise anyway, but you know, those type of machines, I think I've ran into one of those, never. You know, this was the first time, which is, it's cool in the way that, you know, how handy everything is, like where I'm from, that, you know, it pops right out. And then if it doesn't, because we're in a mountain town, people may get annoyed by that, but you know, it's all perspective. It's like, to me, it's like, okay, how old are these pumps, right? How old are the pumps? So the guy's not putting any money into it. But anyway, that's not the story. The story is, so as soon as I say that, she says, what pump are you on? And I'm the only one in this gas station, and there's 2 pumps. And she goes, what pump are you at? And she looks out the window, and I said, well, I'm in the white car. And the guy, this dude was probably 450, 500 pounds, big, and he was probably like, I don't know, I'd say he's probably like 6 feet. He says to her, he just says, oh, I got it. He's on pump 1 or whatever. And I said, thank you. And he says, it looks like it's $31.74. Does that sound right? And I said, well, I knew it was $31, but I trust you, buddy. And I guess he didn't like that answer. And he gave me the receipt. When he gave me the receipt, he had some lotto cards in his hand. And he gave me the receipt in the same hand with his lotto cards. And he threw it down in a way that he was perturbed. You could tell. So I said, thank you. And then I walked back to see what they had to eat. And they have a big sign out there that says, today's specials. Look. And That's all it says. So you look at today's specials, and they have, like, at the 7-Eleven, the old hot dogs going around. They had like 2 that looked like they'd been there for 6 months. And then they had these other things that were hot dogs that they were fried in. And then they had burgers and stuff. And I couldn't find any prices. I couldn't find any prices. So I start walking up to the counter, and the guy got more perturbed. He says, "Can I help you with something?" In a way that, you know, look, I've lived a long time, I know, and even people, you don't have to live a long time. You know when people are rude, and it's just, you know, mannerisms, right? So I said, "Yeah, I was just looking at the food back there. Where, how do I know how much things are priced? I don't see anything." And that fucker got set off. He says, "Well, you got to look at the stickers." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, stickers." And the whole time I'm always nice, you know, there's no point in getting an attitude with a dumb fuck. So stickers, "Oh, I didn't see it." Where? And he comes back and he says, "Here." And so there's no fucking stickers on the food. He's got something typed. Here's where the station's closed and the cops are here. What the fuck? He's got something typed in such small print you couldn't even read it. Anyways, I decided to say fuck it and left. Then I went to a Walmart. I go into the fucking deli, right? And the guy's doing some cleaning. I'm looking through the counters. The guy's cleaning the barbecue grill in the back, the rotisserie chicken, right? So he's busy. Nobody's in there. I figure, okay, I'll look for a few minutes down the counter, walk maybe another 12 feet down the counter, 10 feet, and look at some other things in the deli. And that takes me about 30 seconds. I come back to him. Maybe it took a minute. I come back to him, and as I'm walking, I see him. He's still cleaning the rotisserie in the back. It's not close to the counter. So I said, "Hey, buddy." And he didn't respond, right? He didn't respond. So I said it again. I said, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" And he says, "Give me a minute." And I'm thinking, is this motherfucker related to the guy who just fucked me for the food store at B&D's Deli? I mean, unbelievable. This is all happening within, like, I don't know, 4 hours of each other. It's like, what the fuck is going on with people? And I said, "Sure, man. Take your time. Take, you know, a couple minutes." I guess you didn't hear me when I said, "Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, how you doing?" I guess you didn't hear that. Take your time, though, sir. Right? So that's what he does. And I step down another 10 feet. So I'm still like, I swear to God, the most I'm away from this guy is 20 feet. Right? And I'm down there for maybe a minute, minute and a half looking at shit. I turn around and this guy is helping another customer, right? And there's another customer waiting behind that customer. So at this point now I'm fucking annoyed, right? This is what went down. So now I'm fucking annoyed. So I'm thinking, all right, what's my plan of action? He's got a customer. You know, I could walk up, interject, and he's gonna say, "Well, man, you just walked away," right? He's gonna bring up that I was 10 feet away even though he was helping me. It's like, motherfucker, turn your neck. You see I'm waiting for you. I'd waited for the guy for probably 4 or 5 minutes, right? So he could fucking turn his neck. Anyways, I decided in the flash of a moment, I guess I looked and I saw an employee. So when I saw the employee, that took my focus away of me going up and interjecting. And I asked this employee. Now this employee is standing by he's putting away corn. He's stacking up corn in the produce because the produce is right next to the bakery, which is right next to the deli in this Walmart. Maybe that's how they have them and all, but in this one it was. So I'm always within like 20 feet of the deli guy, right? So this guy's name is Jerry. And I said, you know, the name tag Jerry, putting up the corn in the Walmart. I said, "Hey, Jerry, are you a supervisor here?" He says, "No." And I said, "Well, is there anybody that can help me with a problem I'm having?" And he says, "Well, what's the problem?" And I said, well, Jerry, this is the deal. All I'm trying to do is spend some fucking money in this store to buy some lunch meats and leave. But it just seems that your deli guy's got a bad attitude. And then I proceeded to tell him what I just told everybody. And he says, well, I'm sorry, sir, but we are understaffed, you know. So, okay, but how does that have anything to do with him telling me he's gonna give me a minute and then pushing me aside, right? Fuck that. No, this is a personality issue. Fuck the understaffment. So I tell Jerry what happened, and then he says, well, the person he's waiting on is a supervisor at Walmart. Okay, a supervisor at Walmart, he's telling me that that's who he's waiting on. So there you go. He's taken the supervisor in front of me. So I said, well, this is bullshit, man. This is fucking bullshit. So he says, well, what I'll do is I'll go over there and tell him to stop helping the supervisor and to help you when you were first. And I said, okay, Jerry. So Jerry starts to walk over there. I give him about he's got about a 6 foot steps in front of me, and then I decide to follow him. And as I'm following him, he's approaching the supervisor guy, and the supervisor guy looks like, it could have been bullshit. I don't think he's a supervisor. This guy had some walking assistance apparatus. So, whatever. I guess you can be a supervisor if you need assistance, but... So he starts to walk up to him, and that's when I said, you know what, Jerry? And I said it because my plan was to say it in front of the deli guy, in front of the supervisor, and in front of Jerry. I wanted them all in a fucking powwow so I could tell them what I thought of the whole fucking deal. And that's exactly what I did. I said, you know what, Jerry? Don't even bother. The things that I have in my cart, which was like a little, you know, Walmart, they sell these like $2 and something things of salami, and had one of those in there and some naan. No, I didn't even have the naan. I threw that back because I didn't want the carbs. I'd rather die of all the fucking chemicals in the salami, right? I don't need to speed anything up. So anyways, I said, Jerry, forget it, man. I'm not going to spend any money in this fucking store. This guy is a jerk the way he treats the public. I don't need this, right? I don't need it. And this gentleman right here, the supervisor, he walked into it. He doesn't know anything about it. And it's very, very sad that this place is such a shit show. And then I went to go to the actual manager of the Walmart. Yep, that's what I did. The actual manager of a Walmart in some town with a population of 2. Or no, that's the IQ of the deli guy. I don't know. You get in these small towns, they may have a couple. I don't know what the minimum Walmart goes into. But, yeah, you know, this was a small town outside of Walmart. I mean, the town, you know, I don't know, maybe a 10-minute drive. But anyway, I called it part of the big town. Anyways, that's how that ended. Well, it isn't, because I went to the manager's office and there's no manager there. You know, and there's like 3 people in line and nobody's at the counter. And the people are looking pissed because nobody's helping. And that's when I just walked out, and I walked up, and Jerry saw me again, and he said, have a good day, sir. You know, Jerry tried, you know, but I didn't want Jerry's assistance. I wanted them all to hear. And I guess you get in these small towns, you get these jobs, you know, I don't know what Walmart pays, if it's a livable wage, but people are fucking miserable. And that's what I just don't understand. Not all people, but it seems most people that work in delis are always angry. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not. You can throw down a 1 if you think most people that work in a deli counter are angry. Like at a supermarket deli counter, I mean. You know, not a real deli. You know, like a Ralph's Deli or a, you know, wherever you go and there's deli people. They always seem to be pissed. Always pissed off, deli people. Why is that? Are they Are they breathing the fumes of all the bad shit they're selling to people to put down their fucking gullets? So all our health insurance goes up. Fucking, it's all a scam, people. It is all a fucking scam. Anyways, I'm having a time of my life. Even though I'm venting, you know, I'm all good. It's how I release myself, man. Always. So I've got okay, so what's happening, you know, I wasn't going to go live. I've been up at the Canadian border for a while. I've been all through different states. And I'll tell you, 2 nights ago, if you're new to my channel, I made a video about getting snowed in and, you know, the shit that happened trying to get out of the tent and all, and having to go up the next day. I mean, it was an exciting adventure, to say the least. So 2 nights ago, you know, you're in these campgrounds and they tell you, depending on where you are, what state, they have these bear lockers to keep your food, right? So the bears don't come in and they come for your food. So you always want to use a bear locker. So we didn't have a bear locker. So I just put all the trash and food under my wife's pillow and sleeping bag. No, that's not true. God made me say that. That is not true. Anyways, we didn't have a locker, so we used a vacant camp spots locker, and it worked out good. But where it didn't work out great is we were in another national forest, and nothing to do with bears, raccoons, right? So one of the duffel bags we have, we store pretty much all hard things in there, like pots, pans, you know, things like that. However, I didn't know it, but it doesn't matter whether I knew. Yeah, it does matter, because I wouldn't have done it. So in the bag also were some jellies. It's like these little jellies you can get at the hotels for breakfast. You snag those, and snag the peanut butter, you know, they give you for breakfast. Those are nice little snacks, people. Fucking paying for it, why not? Oh God, I got another story, but let me finish. So anyways, the raccoon, 3:30 in the morning, I'm hearing chewing. I'm going, oh shit. So I opened there's 2 flaps on this tent, and it's a big tent. It's a stand-up tent. For me, like, it's a normal size. Most people can't stand up in your tent. I can. I think it's like 2'6". So we stand up in it. We cook in it, and we have a bathroom in it. It's very tiny. So I open the 2 flaps, and I see a fucking raccoon head. I swear to God, guys, it was like this. I'm not bullshit. It was, see this circle? It was like maybe that much less, and maybe like that. It was old, and it was fucking scary. And he just looked at me, and he's looking at me. He's got his paws around the duffel bag, and he's dragging it out. We have this awning that goes out, and he's dragging it under the awning, like to make it disappear. And I had a shoe, and I threw it, and I yelled at it. I threw it at it, and I yelled at it, and I came around, and it scooted about, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet, then turned around, and I had my, what did I have? Oh, I had the flashlight on it. Yeah, I didn't have a camera. It'd been great to have that fucking video, but, you know, stupid me, didn't think quick enough, but anyways. So I'm filming it, looking at me, and it finally takes off, and then I look at the bag. It ripped through the bag, and the only thing we lost was it ate a little piece of like a harness of the bag, and it tried to get into a jelly and failed, but it had claw marks on it, so I threw out that jelly. But, you know, normally I put that shit in the car. That's what happened there. That was just absolutely crazy. And then, you know, we stayed at a campground and got just attacked by ticks. Got a bunch of ticks. Yeah, so we had to get those out. Luckily, our dogs already were prepared for that, but now I'm afraid I'm gonna have a nervous tick. I've seen people with ticks, nervous ticks, and you know, they talk blah, 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 or they'll talk and just say, motherfucker, you know, just go off. So I'm hoping that getting bit by a tick, I don't get a nervous tick. Because that shit's scary. I'm just trying to live day by day, because it's hard being a pimp with a limp. All right, guys, well, what's the last story? Oh, I'll save that for another time. I've talked way too much. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And the thing is this, if you guys want to know the way to do it, is sign up like for one of these credit cards through these hotels, and you just slam any expenses on that and you pick up points, and you can, once you start doing that, depending on what you spend, you know, it's way more affordable, right? Because if you're going to spend coin, why not get rewarded for it? Okay, I'll tell you guys the hotel story. I'll continue. I got another 5 hours, but I'm gonna drive here, but I'm gonna continue. So we were looking for a campground in northern Minnesota, and I'm not down in staying in these state campgrounds. I've done it, and with quite honestly, like I did this trip last year, and it's the same thing. When I go out to camp, I don't want to hear people. I don't want to hear babies crying. I don't want to hear loud conversations. I don't want to hear fucking music. All I want to hear is nothing. If I hear animals, it's perfect, but I just want the tranquility. And I cannot find it in any type of campground, state, national park, national forest. So what does that leave me? Or if there's others like yourself that feel the same way, the only thing left is BLM land, you know? And you just go out and you live off grid. And that's what I'll be doing. This trip was very, it's hard because, you know, to take down what we have, this tent and our equipment, you know, it's not like a 1 or 2 hour day doing this shit. So everything's planned, but it makes your life really rewarding because, you know, I've had the same feeling in me ever since I was a kid because I traveled many places. I had the opportunity, you know, when I was younger in the 70s to travel the world and live out of my backpack and work at hotels and restaurants and just do a lot of things that shaped me for what I am today. Cheap. I don't want to spend any money. No, that's bullshit. It shaped me as a person that just understands we have too much. You know, when I say too much, we all need our health, but let me tell you, we don't need 7-foot-long TVs. That's just me. I like more of a rural type life, and I was in the city my whole life, or the beach, which is urban. It's not rural, and I just love rural. But I don't know if I'll fit in the rural communities because, you know, some people don't find, you know, others from other places, so you just make up a story about yourself. I decided if I ever do go into a rural community, I'm just going to tell people I'm on the witness protection list and see how far that goes. All right, so the hotel story is this. We couldn't find a campground. We found one, beautiful lakes up here too, northern Minnesota, but the mosquitoes are insane. You know, I can put up with mosquitoes. I got a face netting. We can survive that kind of shit. But there is a limit. There is a limit to how many mosquitoes. You open up your car door in these campgrounds that we're at, and we're at the height of, my buddy Chainweaver told me the same thing. He told me, you know, welcome to the start of mosquito season. We open up a door, and I'm not kidding you. You have like 100, if not more, just, you know, it's sick. So I'm not gonna enjoy that. So we bailed out. And then we went up and hung out further north. So up by the Canada, which I got a video on that. I didn't go live. I guess I said that earlier. So we stay at a hotel, a complete hosing, and this chick says breakfast is from 6 to 2. 6 to 2? That's like an unusual time to have breakfast that long. And she says, oh yeah, I got deets, Shelly. Yeah, okay, so get in the room and there's no heat. Check this out, guys, there's no fucking heat. And, you know, this is like a named America something hotel. I mean, it's not like a, you know, they're all a ripoff. They're all fucking ridiculously priced, but it's not like a Marriott. It's America something. Anyways, so there's no heat. So I call. We tried to get the heat on for an hour. No heat. And the room, all that's going is the air. Right? So we turn off the air. Can't get heat. So I call the front desk. Here it comes. Here it comes. Yeah, that's Shelly G. Well, listen, there's no problem with people doing that, Shelly G. There they go. There's no problem, Shelly G, with you doing that, but you need to keep your customer base aware of that. If you're telling me that I have no heat in the hotel, I'm not going to stay at your fucking hotel, okay? So they need to say that, just because a lot of places do it. If they're not informing paid customers, fuck them. Anyways, she says, well, what do you want me to do? And I said, well, you know, I'm a fair guy. She said, and as soon as I said that, she says, well, I'm not going to comp you the room, right? I'm not going to comp you the room. I said, well, I didn't ask you to comp me the room. She says, well, I'll give you $25 off, right? And at that point, I didn't think that was reasonable, you know, but I didn't push it, right? I didn't push it, but this is how the conversation went. I didn't say anything when she said that. So I said, listen, and then she says, you know, we turn off the boilers, so we don't have heat during this time of year. And I said, well, that's fine, but you need to advertise that, because had I known it, I wouldn't stay here. Maybe others wouldn't stay here, right? I don't know, I'm from out of state. And she says, well, who did you talk to? And I said, well, you had 2 receptionists up here. I didn't get their names. She says, oh yeah, one's in training. Oh, the one in training that told us breakfast is from 6 to 2, that one's in training? Oh, she said that, you know, it's just, she says to me, she says, well, did you ask for a blanket? Now, at the time, guys, I didn't think of asking for a blanket. You know? Sometimes I guess your emotions, we all, you know, I didn't ask for a blanket I just guess I didn't want to. I thought, man, fuck you. But anyways, whatever reason in my head I didn't, I just told her, yeah. And she says, well, what did the receptionist say? And I said, I can't remember. So she says, well, they should have offered you a space heater. And that's when I fucking got, you know, I just go, you gotta be kidding me. Now you're telling me they could have offered me a space heater at this hotel, that you're only giving me $25 off? That's what went down there. Have a good day. When I make this video, or do this video off this live, I'll post the hotel. Hey, Sly Shy. Yeah, terrible service. So I'm just venting. I'm having a hell of a good time. Christoph, MD, Lori. Yeah, a plane, yeah. Complain to corporate. Right. I'll be doing that. Yeah, jelly and peanut butter is the way to roll. Plus, I snagged the bananas, Hawk. The bananas and the jellies. So, you know, I said this last year when I did the same thing. I believe that if you look like you belong somewhere, you're going to fit in, obviously. You just go in these places for their breakfast and you know, and eat, and sayonara. right? I don't think anybody's getting caught doing that. Yeah, maybe that's my new YouTube channel, but one of you guys is probably going to do it first. Good luck. Yeah, make videos of just going in and getting free breakfasts at hotels and see what they do. See what they do. You know what? On the trip back, we got so much shit. I got a solar panels in this car. I got a generator. It's packed. And so if you need, it's just, we're living like, living the dream. It's fun. It's hard. It's not that easy. Especially at my age at 27. All right. Hey, check it out. I got a haircut. My wife gave me a haircut in the forest. What do you think? Yeah, Continental Breakfast Artists. Yeah, I couldn't get a haircut, so we got a haircut in the forest. Pretty sweet, you know. Plus, because I got that generator, I don't like making a lot of sounds, but I like if people are going to annoy me, I'll annoy them back. So I got an electric toothbrush that I'm running right at night, and I'm also running the what's the other thing that hums? Fuck, I lost train of thought. But when it's real quiet, I'll run that, and you know, whatever people are thinking it is, it's pretty funny. You can use your own imaginations. Got a blender. I got an electric toothbrush. I got a blender. How you doing? And the solar, so we're all dialed in. We're living, yeah, that's it, Sly. There's something else that I'm using to give those people what they're thinking. What's the fucking other thing? I think that's it. Oh no, it was the electric cutting tool my wife's using on my hair. Doing that. That's funny as fuck. Hearing those type of sounds in a campground. All I need to do, see, I couldn't get internet service. If I had internet, I could have got on Porn Stars and played some porn loud noises in the background too. Then they'd probably call the Rangers and get me for some fucking charge of being too short to watch porn. You know, there could be a law for that now. There could be a law for that shit. So, I'm talking, what else can I tell you? Nothing went down, they didn't give me shit. I walked right to the border and filmed the fees to get into, I guess it's Quebec province. And now we're headed out. Just keep going, man. I like, Minnesota's nice, just because I ran into, listen, there's assholes everywhere. You know, you're always going to run into them. It's just that the percentages seem greater when you're in higher density places versus small towns. Because small towns, everybody's got assholes in small towns, right? And there's just more in big cities. So you can't escape them. Sometimes, you know, me, it just seems the nicer I am to people, the more they get annoyed. It's like, why are you angry, dude? I'm not angry. Well, being angry, I'm not saying being angry is a bad thing, but why are you angry? You know, it's just sick. It's just sick, guys. All right, well, listen. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've talked more than I had planned, but I love you guys. Stay tuned for more. I'll be in touch with you guys. Don't lose faith in me. And appreciate everybody coming here. Let me hear. Blake, hit that like. Yeah, Shelly. OKC, wow, brother. Thanks for the super chat, OKC. It helps me. Yeah, Sly, I hear you. MD. Yeah, MD, that's funny, huh? Squirrely McDixon. Lori, yep. Key Afro. Hey. Yep. Yep. Fuck. Well, you know you're going to get at least a decent story from Phil. You know, decent or something that will keep your attention, right? Yeah, you don't see Phil, you know, I don't think I've ever done a video where I'm just immediately going off on a cop walking up, you piece of shit. As a matter of fact, I don't know if anybody has. That does nothing. That does nothing. All right. Well, anyways, guys, much love. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I hear you, Hawk. Things are happening for me here, and the whole key is, man, as you get older, you just want to stay healthy. That's the main thing. Stay healthy and stay out of jail, right? All right, guys. Richard, good seeing you. If I missed you, if I didn't call you out, much love, everybody, for being here. Look out for the next one. Without further ado, let's do it. Boom.